What up? Welcome to a post-workout live stream. Post-workout for me. I don't know if you worked out or not. And also, before I forget, if you have a problem with AI thumbnails or AI in general, I apologize. I don't apologize. You focus on the wrong thing. If it got you to click, you're here. Let's talk about triads. This is a concept that a lot of people continue to struggle with. It's foundational. You've played it on some level before, I'm sure, if you played for any length of time. And, now we got to put a name to the face. All right. There's different ways to approach or play triads, major triads in this case. But we're going to use the second finger for all of these. All right. If you're watching live, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching a replay, let me know where you're watching from. And also, what things are bugging you about the bass guitar or music in general, quite honestly, that you want to know. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can point you in the right direction. Okay, so I'm just going to arbitrarily pick a note. That happens to be the note G, and I'm going to play it with my second finger. Now, when I go to when this little shape right here, that's a major third. Happens to be called a major third. You don't have to commit that to memory. Just know that that's a major third. That's it. And the sound of that da da 1 3 1 3 da 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 da. If I go 4 frets up, da da da. If you've watched any of my videos lately, you've seen I do a lot of just mumbling, mumbling, singing, depending on who you ask, to connect my voice to the instrument. I've never met a woodwind or brass player that could not sing what they play. And I believe this is just my hypothesis that their instrument is so connected with their breath, right? And that with us, it's so connected. It's our hands, and a lot of us are scared for whatever reason to connect our voice to our hands. So there's the shape, da 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 da. Now we're not going to talk about permutations and all that, but I will say that if I got a 3-note grouping, 1 2 3, then there's going to be several different ways to play that, several different permutations. We're not talking about that. We're talking about just a root position. And what does root position mean? It means we're starting with the root. That note tells us the tonal center. Da 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 da. Now you got that shape under your hands. Also, if you want a rock solid program for learning your bass neck, bass note master, can I do it? Can I do it? Bam, bam. Oh, I'm getting better at it. BassNoteMaster.com. It's free to try. So here's an exercise that is going to work on a few different things at one time. I talked yesterday about compound movements. It's going to work on the triad itself. It's also going to work on string crossing and alternating on the fingers. But what we're going to do is move this through the circle of fourths and fifths. Not going to explain what that is. Go check out Bass Note Master or anywhere. That's what the circle of fourths and fifths is. You can learn that anywhere. So da 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 da. That's my first key, C. Okay. While we're here, where else could I play this exact same thing using the exact same shape? Again, I talk about it all the time. There's your curiosity. You got to be curious. You got to open the door and go through. So, da da da. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this through the circle of fourths like this. The next key is F. The next key is B flat. Notice I got to work on, what is involved here is like I said before, alternating, string crossing. That's the first 4 keys. Notice there's no metronome, there's no backing track, there's no drone, and when I mean drone, I mean a note holding out. Because we don't need that right now. We need to hear what these sound like in isolation on the instrument of choice. Da, da, da. And what I really suggest you do is sing them. Vocalize. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And it doesn't matter if you think you sound good or not. All right. If you're practicing alone, it doesn't matter anyway. Right. 1, and then when you're comfortable with that, 1 3 5 3 1 1 3 5 3 1 1 3 5 3 1 1 3 5 3 1 1 3 5 3 1 1 3 5 3 1. So I'm going through the circle of fourths. I'm moving in fourths, and fourths are important because Western music, Western harmony, the songs that we hear, the chord changes often move in fourths. So another thing you can do is reinforce your knowledge of the neck. All these things are happening at one time. C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. And I ended up in the second place where I found that C triad. E, A, D, G. If you wanted to put some sort of a rhythm, or we're talking 3 notes, so da, da. Sounds like a waltz. Sounds like a waltz. You can do that. Now, you may not be able to keep up with the pace that I did just now, and that would be fine. But the concepts are what I want you to get. You see what I mean? So I'm going to talk very, very briefly about permutations. Very briefly. So if I could play 1 3 5, can't I also play 1 1 5 3? Now it starts to sound a little bit more melodic. If I could play 1 3 5 and 1 5 3, can I play 3 1 5? And when you start, this is where you start writing things down and you start journaling, right? When you start doing that, taking inventory of things, you'll start to see things, right? Now now I have to visualize that tonality of, so C, this is a C major triad, going to F, B flat, E flat, but I'm not starting with the root. So I'll go. So I can see that here's the box analogy again. I can see the box, the framework of that tonality, visualize that, but not from the root. So I don't always have to start with the root. Does that make sense? Those are major triads. That's one position, one way to approach a major triad. All right, with the second finger. You could also do that with your first finger, but that's more of a stretch. And you can work that out. You can definitely work that out, but start with the second finger shape first. Start with the second finger shape first, but get used to that sound. Understand the sound. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, da 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 da. That's another way you could practice without your instrument during the day. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Doesn't matter. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Keep playing the F. Da 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 da. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. And then if you hear, like, let's say, if you're singing that da 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 da, and you hear music throughout the day, can you recognize that sound in music that you hear on the radio, on TV, on YouTube, things like that? You know what I mean? Every one of us could say, happy birthday to you, da 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 da. Pick up your bass set, da 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 da. That's not a triad, but what is that sound? Da 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 ba ba bum da 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 da. Then you say, well, what is that sound? And then it's like ba 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 da da da. I'm in the key of G. You hear those little simple melodies, cartoons, whatever. And if your goal is to say you're trying to solidify this happy sound, major sound, you can identify what's happy, what's melancholy, whatever, ascribing an emotion to it. One of the ways I used to like to teach harmony, diatonic harmony, is think like if you had to assign a color to each chord in the major scale, what would you give that color? Now, I'm veering off of the major triad things. I'm not going to go too deep, but I'm going to share this, and then I'm going to go. So let's say C major. There's my What would I call that? Would I call that yellow, green, whatever color, you know what I'm saying? Red and yellow and pink and green. You get bonus points if you purple and orange and blue if you know that song. Let's call it green. There's two. What color would you get that? There's the first one. We'll call it green. Call that maybe burgundy. Or however you want to do it, right? But what I'm doing is giving these a character. Happy. A little bit sad. A little bit melancholy. A little bit like, man, I'm having a little bit of a bad day. I got a little something bugging me, but I'm gonna be alright. Then day's not getting any better. Day's getting a little better. I got some good news. Home. Going away from home. Further away from home. About to go back home. I got some bad news. My baby mama. Okay, I'm gonna stop. However you gotta do it, man. However you gotta do it. I'm just getting out the workout, man. Got to get in the shower. But this is one of those things you could do when you're just once you get these shapes. Do them in pairs. Let me stick with the triads. I used to sit with my bass like this. I used to practice like this sometimes when I didn't have an amp or no gear, so it would vibrate on my chin and I would be able to, you know what I'm saying? But if I do that there, what about if I do it here? Can I do it here? You know what I'm saying? Get curious. Can I do it here? Okay, I'm getting off topic. Now, all that stuff is great for technique. It is great for ear training, stuff like that. But you gotta take it and apply it to actual music and listen to actual music and listen for it. Listen for these sounds in actual music, because all music is going to be made out of at least one of the 7 diatonic chords, right? Everything you listen to is going to have at least a major or a minor triad in it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's, no pun intended, baseline stuff. If you have any questions, you know where to find me down in the comments. It ain't rocket science. It's pocket science. Peace, y'all.